drop if I was them. Forget playing out lies. I don't even know golf.
Oh, Conlon, nice move, can't finish. For the Hawks, the type of players they have and the character of their players, they will come out and fight here as Brunson lays it up and in. As we send it over to Lisa.
Yeah, Mike, C.J. McCollum just came out of the locker room and looked at me and said, hey, I did not see it going down like this tonight. And none of us did. I did talk to Hawks assistant Mike Bray and asked what the locker room was like, and he said it's hard. He said guys are obviously disappointed. Hawks have had since the All-Star break. He said, and I asked him if it was okay for us to share this, Mike, and he said yes. He said the Knicks kind of started to take away their spirit in Game 4 with their defensive adjustments. He said when we can't run, we just haven't been able to be effective. But the message in the locker room was, hey, we're in this together. We win together, we lose together. Let's take this butt whooping like men, he said. No getting into it with the Knicks or the officials. Let's just finish this half and move on. Mike?
Excellent report, Lisa. Thank you. In not an easy thing to discuss is Bridges, and they just keep pouring it on. Bridges now, he's got 24 points. Open up here with a 10-0 run, and it's now a 57-point lead. Risacher starting here in the
20 for 24. They both bought out the belts. It was like when your mom gets home and when your dad gets home. You're going to be in trouble.
You wonder if there was going to be a let-up, and Bridges makes 3 shots in 60 seconds coming out of the locker room.
Anunoby and a nice feed from Karl Anthony Towns. You know, and Lisa brought up a point that teams, every once in a while, teams just have a night where you have nothing. Now, this is an extreme of that. And a big part of it is you're facing a team that is playing near perfect basketball. But it's just so unfortunate for the Hawks because of the type of season they've had, the way they turned it around and become an excellent team, one of the best teams in the East, certainly in the second half of the season. And to have, you know, the season possibly end with this, the taste in your mouth is so unpleasant for them.
Tough to watch for them. They were 26-11 down the stretch of
big teams like Detroit, where they were manhandled. But every time they had one of those stretches, they responded with some of the best basketball Knicks fans have seen in a long time. Great team basketball. They just weren't as consistent during the regular season as certainly Mike Brown wanted them to be. But they have now, this is the 3rd straight game where they have played just spectacular team basketball. Josh Hart feeling it. He knocks down a 3. All 5 starters in double figures. They have 99 points, and there's still 21 minutes to go. McCollum lays it up and in. Probably only be a short time here that the starters will play here in the 3rd, and then Mike Brown will put the subs in and maybe let them play for a whole 4th quarter, depending how it goes. Risacher just holding out.
This has been a struggle to this point, so that's going to benefit the Knicks going forward potentially.
Josh Hart thought about it. Shot clock winding down. Hart makes his move, kicks it out. Brunson, corner 3 is up. Towns the rebound, can't get it, puts it back up and in. You know, you bring up a good point, Tim, and Clyde Frazier, who I've worked with for many, many years on broadcast, as Jalen Johnson lines that one up, knocks it down.
It is, and the confidence, especially in a playoff series, it can go up and down. That's where you need your teammates to pick you up. You have to have self-esteem. That means you have to believe in yourself. But when you're playing against other professionals and you just feel like nothing's flowing, 100% you can lose confidence.
Great footwork again from Jalen.
He just got his first field goal. He's 1 for 4. But for him to hit his first field goal and for this to be a 60-point game.
If I told you before the game that Karl Anthony Towns would have his first field goal at the start of the 3rd quarter and they'd be up 60, you would have said, that's unlikely?
Unlike that's would have been my words. I would have said something that's not safe for TV.
Meanwhile, that was a beautiful orchestrated play that time from the Hawks. But it's incredible how a series can change with just one game. Hawks were feeling so confident. Johnson knocks that one down. So
curious to see how long Mike Brown does go with his starters. I don't think he's playing this out all the way to the end of this quarter.
Anunoby wants the ball. Josh Hart going to shoot the ball off the side of the rim. Risacher lays it up and in. Jalen Johnson's come out here. If you want to dive deeper into this or any NBA playoff topic, ask AI Mode in Google search. Let's Google search how to broadcast an NBA blowout.
Well, luckily, Mike, we got Tim here that's willing to break down this last quarter and a half at an elite level.
Safe to say the telestrators put away.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Johnson pulls up, jump shot. And again, that's the thought I had, guys, going to the break about. He's setting a tone here. He gets it. Obviously, he's a great player. But showing his teammates, yeah, we're getting waxed here, but we're going to still play hard. That's what you need from your main guy.
Oh, this is all about pride. This is all about pride. This is less about the name on the front of the jersey as it is the name on the back of the jersey.
Brunson looking, fires a pass. Anunoby drives and draws the.
Anunoby and Bridges check out of the game with a combined 53 points on 21 for 25 from the field.
Here's Kuminga. Back out, Buddy Hield flips it up off the glass. Well, Buddy Hield throughout his career, that's one thing he can certainly do. He can flat out score. Acquired from Golden State earlier this season. Josh Hart. And that ends an 11-0 run by the Hawks. Nothing, I get nothing.
I just, you know.
Oh, what a pass. Beautiful advanced pass. And Clarkson lays it up and in. Karl-Anthony Towns, his playmaking has been so good. He's got 8 assists again. Already has a triple-double in this series. Towns whips a pass to Clarkson. Clarkson again.
Their words cannot express what we are seeing. You do feel for the Atlanta fans. You feel this team is better than this performance. And I think that's the part as Buddy Hield knocks down a three. They have played such elite basketball the last 2 or 3 months of the season. They've played outstanding series up until this point. But there's just not much. And how much more is Mike Brown going to allow his guys to get these reps? They've got bigger fish to fry than this second half.
That pass from Karl-Anthony Towns gives him his second triple-double of the series. His first 2 playoff triple-doubles. Kuminga. And McBride the rebound. Well, fortunately for everybody involved, there has not been a lot of fouls here to stop the clock here this third quarter.
They should go running clock.
McBride can't hit.